The aim of this video is just to show you how to create an activity once you've created an account in Flipgrid. So first of all, I'm going to log in. Teacher, you create an educator login, it's free, and you log in with your email address or your password or whatever other account you want to use. Once you log in, you'll see a grid. You create your grid. You can create more than one grid, but you don't need to, because within each grid you can have different activities. So my grid is called Extra English. So I'm going to create a new topic. So I'll click on New Topic. I need to give it a title. Let's call it Speaking Practice. You can decide how long students can speak for. So from anything from 45 seconds to 5 minutes if you want to. So I'm going to limit it to, let's say, 1.5 minutes. Remember, if you're going to use this for speaking assessment, you don't want to have to listen to too much, but it depends what you do. And then you can write a description of what you would like students to do. You can actually add a video as well if you want to. I'm just going to write a description. So I'm going to imagine I'm giving students a speaking task for homework. So for homework, I'd like you to, what shall we say? Okay, so I'd like you to prepare to talk about one of the questions we looked at on day 1 of the course. So basically, on Monday of the course, we had various questions that we looked at. So this is what I'm setting as a task, and the idea is students practice talking about it so that on the next day, or next time they meet, they feel more confident about talking about it to someone else. Or you could give them some feedback before they actually do it in class. There are many reasons that you can use Flipgrid for speaking tasks. It could be after you've done something in class and you'd like them to do it, record it so you can assess it, or you can use it as a preparation. There are many different reasons. Once you've decided on a topic, then you have different levels of privacy, and this is designed for school teachers, so you can moderate it, so you can make sure that no videos can be posted within your account until you've moderated them, so that stops them becoming visible to other people. You can also make them invisible. Some students don't like the idea that other people can watch them, so you can make that you can make it active or inactive, for example, or you can hide them initially. And then you can also ask students, if you want to give them feedback and you want to send the feedback by email, then you need to make sure they send you their email address. But of course it depends on how old your students are and whether they're allowed to share email addresses with you. So as you can see at the bottom, you can actually record a video of your task. If you think it's going to make it more real rather than just students reading something, then you can record a video, and that will be something they can watch, or you can upload an image, etc., to make it more attractive. And then there are other possibilities. You can allow students reactions, or you can allow student-to-student replies. It all depends on the level of confidence, but I'm going to inactivate that. And something that's just quite nice, when students, they have to take a little selfie of themselves, you can allow them to add stickers and drawings, or only drawings. It's just a bit of fun, but the students quite like it. And I don't want them to provide an external link, so I'm going to make it private so that only I can see it. I don't want them to post a video online. So you create your task, and then you set up the different levels of security that you want, and that's very important if you're teaching younger learners with regard to safeguarding. So once you've done that, you can then create the topic. And if you have an account, as you can see, you can share. There's a direct link to it, or you can password protect the link to the grid. So there are various options. If you want them to go straight to your one particular one, you can password protect it anyway. I've got that, and I'm just going to stop the video now. So once you prepare the topic, you see your task will be in your grid, and if you click on it, you can then decide how you want to share the topic. You could add, you could add an image here to make it more attractive or whatever. But if you click on share the topic, then it gives you a variety of ways of copying a link. You can use a QR code, you can use an embed code, so you can record. As I said, there are a variety of ways you can copy an embed code. You can share it with Google Classroom if you have, or you can copy a link. I'm going to do the embed code, which has now been copied. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to pause the video. So as you remember, I have copied my embed code. I'm now on the wiki. I've opened up the page I want to embed the grid on, so the students don't have to go to a particular website. It's just one way of accessing. Of course, there are different ways. I'm going to click on insert, and then I'm going to enter the embed code, and then insert the plugin, and I'm going to click on save and have a look at what it looks like. Is it aligned nicely? So I'm scrolling down the page. Right, okay, it's aligned to the right, which I don't really want, so I'm going to edit the page again, go back, scroll down, move it across a bit, see what happens then. Let's save it now. Let's go down the page again. Okay, and that's better. Now you see my grid has a password, so students have to enter the grid password, and then it will take them to the task. The password is, once I enter the password and click on let's go, it takes them to the speaking task I've created. As you can see, for homework, I'd like you to prepare to talk about one of the questions we looked at on day 1 of the course. What do? They click on record, and then they can listen to it as many times as they like, and when they're happy they can then save it. Then they move on and create a selfie, etc., etc. And then you can access it and make it active or inactive. And as the confidence in the group increases, they can share it and let each other watch it. But it's important, I think, in the first place, to make sure that students do not believe that anybody else apart from the teacher will watch the video. And I think we have to respect their point of view. Anyway, Just a brief introductory video. Hope that's clear. I'm going to stop now. If you have any questions, then we can talk about it later.